Good morning from hell. I am Chris, and I am dead. And for my eternal punishment, we are supposed to interview everyone in the afterlife. And I'm joined, as always, by the younger brother of Satan, Clayton.
Hockey, 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 hockey. Da-da-da-da-da. Hockey. That's right.
Isn't that baseball?
No. Oh, yeah, no, it is. It is. You're right. Well, anyways, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me in my spiffy outfit, huh?
Your hockey jersey, HE.
That's right.
Double hockey sticks.
That's right. I got the nicest skates, $600. The nicest stick, a bike polycarbonate stick with a gold head, $2,000.
Wow.
These gloves, $500 a piece. And this jersey, probably, I don't know, like, how much you want to charge for it? Store.
I don't know.
It'll cost like 60, 70 bucks or something.
Yeah,
But
maybe it'll be cheaper.
No, I joined the hockey team, Chris.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So why? I didn't know you played hockey.
No, just bored. It's a great way to socialize, meet women. A lot of hags play hockey,
Hags?
Yeah, I'm into hags now. I'm out exploring. And what's it called when they have both guys and girls playing hockey?
Bisexual?
Yeah, that's the one. So it's interbisexual.
Uh-huh.
So it's a great way to meet other couples and other people. And, I'm just out there looking for love, man.
Yeah.
And no better way than to fucking slam people, body slamming them into the side or beating the fuck out of them next to the ref.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you're into hags? Hags are into hockey? What?
Yeah.
Is that like a term? You know how like there's like twinks and then there's like bears and are there hags? I know those are specifically gay terms, but like what's hag?
A hag is actually an acronym that I will let our community submit their guesses for. I know what it means, but I want to hear what they think.
Okay.
And then we'll come back to it. But yeah, man, if you want it raunchy, if you want it dirty, you got to go play hockey. And the violence that's on the field is only like a decimal of what you're going to get in the bedroom, I tell you what.
Okay.
It's great, man. It's ferocious.
Well, I can't wait to cheer you on.
Yeah. Well, you're not allowed at the games.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear about it afterwards.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Anyways, yeah, if you want a jersey, we'll probably have these up in the store pronto as soon as Chris
Gets on that.
gets that thumb up his ass. Yep.
Good morning from hell. And hey, you know what? Next month is our big anniversary month, and it's October, which is like the spooky time of year. So we have a bunch of cool stuff coming up, and I'm gonna say what some of those things are right now.
And he will not overpromise.
No.
He will deliver on all of these.
Well, it'll be our 1 year of being independent from Rooster Teeth, so there's that.
Well, technically, we were already independent because we were shut down, if you think about it.
That's true.
So,
We'll have some special stuff on our Patreon at goodmorningfromhell.com. We're gonna have an anniversary live show on October 15th. We're gonna release some stuff that was deleted / unreleased from Rooster Teeth. All that. We'll tell you more about that later. But if you're not signed up, just sign up for free because then you'll at least know about it.
and deleted stuff, things that were on the cutting room floor got canceled. It's good. It's quality stuff. You're gonna want to tune into that.
All the canceled people from Rooster Teeth will be only at goodmorningfromhell.com. But Clayton, who do we got on the show this week?
Chris, we got the Zodiac Killer. Come on in.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. It's so great to be here. Just a really welcoming environment.
Wow.
Nice
in
to see you.
flesh. Look at him. It's him. There he is.
Wow.
Chris.
Here I am.
So-
You got me.
Oh, finally, we've been looking for you. What have you been doing? Where have you been?
Should we just call you Zodiac or Zach or Zodi?
Sometimes it's Z for short. It's whatever you want.
Okay.
People call me a lot of things.
What are you, Zorro?
Well, Zorro's trademark, but
Oh.
Yeah. Zed for the British audience. Oh,
That's right.
beans for breakfast. Up, cheerio. So Z, I mean, God, the body count, dude. I mean, what was it, like 30-some people? Like 5 confirmed, but it was up there, man. Like, you're a killer.
Okay. So, Clayton, you didn't know this was a sensitive spot, but it is. All right. I want to.
The murders?
Let's clear the air a second, okay?
Sure.
Do you not want to talk about the murders? Because that's kind of like...
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm sick of people talking about the murders. I really am. People get obsessed with the murders, and they forget about the fun of the scavenger hunt I built. And that, that's like, I'm Mozart. I died, and people remembered how good of hamburgers you made or something. But you made music like Mozart. And it's like, no, man, I worked my ass off on those scavenger hunts. If you saw the napkins, the doodles, I was Eminem on the bus.
Oh.
I'll tell you, if I had to guess, I probably spent 95% of my time on the fun scavenger hunt stuff and about 5% on the murders, and that's all anyone wants to talk about. It's just,
So sorry. That must be incredibly frustrating. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you sent in all of your stuff to the newspapers, but I guess were they just like too hard to crack or like?
Yeah, what's
I guess, in retrospect, it was too hard, and that's really frustrating because I really wanted people to solve it. I'm not an auteur. Like, I'm a mass entertainment guy, and I thought, I'm going to bring joy to all these people. You want people to actually get to the end of the puzzle, and I had some sick prizes waiting if anyone had ever solved it.
prices for?
Just solving the hunt. Like, to this day, there is a buried Sony Walkman in
Whoa,
MacArthur
whoa.
Park that is just waiting to be claimed.
Oh,
The instant someone cracks it.
Did you ever just like go to these places where these fabulous prizes were hidden and just kind of scout them out and see if anybody maybe dropped a couple of hints to people or anything? Or did that just result in more murders?
Yeah, that's how it started, because I was burying a nice little treasure chest that I gotten from Garden Ridge Pottery. It was full of little chocolate coins. It was the end, I was doing it. It was great.
buried treasure.
Yeah, and then these people wouldn't move their car. And one thing led to another, and suddenly I was like, oh, I know how to widen my audience. You guys know, you have a podcast. You're all about getting more people listening. And so I thought, murder 2 people,
Yeah, okay.
blackmail the newspaper. And then suddenly, hey, we're off to the races, guys. And it was, oh, man.
A lot of exposure. Did they move their car?
Did you bury the treasure under the car? So like, was it there the whole time and they just had a crime scene around it, or?
Yeah, to this day, there's a treasure chest of chocolate coins under the first murder spot.
Oh,
which was
wow.
the end of a different scavenger hunt. That was the end of a scavenger hunt I made for my college friend Steve, and he never finished it. So, again, I'm rethinking the difficulty of all these. I think I just made all of these too hard.
Yeah.
Well,
And, hey, that's on me. I'm looking back. Everyone's like, what do you have to say for yourself? You're looking back on your life. You're finally dead. And they're saying, hey, do you take accountability? And I say, yeah, the scavenger hunt was too hard. I had to balance the difficulty a little more. Yeah.
so
If I could go back, but I can't.
it's only regret. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go back, guys. I can't go back and fix any of this.
Okay, so you killed the couple in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Were you just trying to get like crosswords in the newspaper, or like is that what you wanted? Could you not have just like I don't know,
Applied.
submitted a Sudoku or whatever you call it? What do you call it?
Yeah, Sudoku.
Sudoku. Could you not just done a
Sudoku.
crossword puzzle in the newspaper?
Sudoku.
You guys don't. When you're working in entertainment, you got to find ways to stand out. I'm not a Nepo baby.
Yeah,
I tell you, like,
that's good to know.
the crossword Sudoku arena, it's legacy people.
Oh,
it's people like William Hearst, great grandson, still doing the crossword. Like, give opportunity to the common man, which I may or may not be. I reverse engineered the solution. Get puzzle in newspaper. How
Murder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Creative problem solving.
Totally. And you went like multimedia with it because you were in newspapers, but didn't you do some radio work as well? Some phone call-ins?
Yeah, you want to give some characters. You play in your little murder mystery dinner theater. You want to go, oh, this is fun. I'm involved. Yeah, you're right. Very multimedia experience.
Yeah, good marketing.
I mean, imagine what I could do today. The technology has come so far. Back then, I had my rotary phone, pen and paper.
A gun.
I had a gun.
Yeah.
Stamps, knife.
I did have a knife.
Yeah.
Some rope.
Yeah.
Cool mask.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you guys, too? Like,
Sure. Yeah.
if I had maybe had the night to think about it, I probably would have invented escape rooms instead.
Oh.
Just a few more hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just never crossed my mind. I thought, oh, how do I take this scavenger hunt to the next level? And a
Yeah.
few more hours, a couple rounds of Jack, and I probably would have landed on something else.
Now, by
Wow.
escape room, you mean like locking people into a room and like torturing them? Is
Yeah.
that like what you
Oh
mean?
my God, you guys always no. You guys are focusing on the wrong parts. I mean, yeah, if I made an
Murder.
escape room, would there have been murder in it? Maybe. I don't know. That's a multiverse question that I'll never know the answer
No
to.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's stakes, though. That's part of the game,
You would have used stakes to murder, or
I might have done a little murder in the room, I think. I'll tell you what's annoying, though, is I see some of the new, they make torture movies now. And,
Yeah, yeah.
Like Saw. Yeah.
And you see stuff. Yeah, right. You see Saw, and they're like, oh, I put a key in the guy's butthole. It's like, I already did that. I already did that. No one found it. It's in there
Oh.
right now. You can go look.
Whoa.
so you had all these cool modern
Ideas.
ideas,
Yeah.
and so they weren't really stolen though from you. They were just invented after you, right?
Well, I think it's a thin line between not imitation and flattery.
yeah.
But inspired, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing to give me like an inspired by credit based on the story by credit. Just
right.
something
Yeah,
to show a
something.
little love.
I mean, you can't say that you were like a total failure, though. I mean, you still had international fame. You were like on everyone's tongues.
Yeah.
Again, you're talking about the murders. And for me,
Yeah.
it was about the joy. And everyone gets so distracted by the killing, they forget
Yeah.
how much fun they had solving the puzzle.
That's right. Right.
But you kept doing the murders.
Yeah, because I kept doing the puzzles.
So how many puzzles, quote unquote, like how many puzzles are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Can you run us through some of these puzzles?
Okay, we talked about the key in the butthole.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay.
A classic.
If they had searched the first victims more thoroughly, they'd have found it.
Oh.
Yeah. This is that bad autopsy.
That was
yeah.
like the stage one, and it would have like had a note.
Mm-hmm. And then the second, that was 4th of July. It spelled out things in the fireworks. That was cool.
Oh.
Like if you'd have watched the firework display that night. There's also another key in the butthole on that one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Noticing a theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
2, you get to the picnic.
Yeah, there was the picnic by the lake.
Yeah, that was 2 keys and 2 separate
Oh.
buttholes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, to reflect on my life, I see, okay, a couple of things. You fell into a little bit of a rut here, Z. You know,
Yeah,
you're falling back on the same tricks. You know, again, that's on me. I didn't innovate. Some of the
Well-
ciphers were a little unclear.
Yeah, you wanted someone to get the key puzzle.
Yeah, somewhere there's 4 locks on a door in a shed, and inside is a treasure map that will actually take you to another treasure chest that I got at Garden Ridge Pottery that in fact contains another map to another butthole.
Oh, it's layered.
It's very layered.
buttholes within buttholes within buttholes.
Yeah, again, Inception.
Yeah.
Do you think that like people weren't properly motivated? Like maybe the Garden Ridge chest filled with gold coins just wasn't enough to attract people? Like that was the problem? Or
Yeah.
I think we definitely had some bad marketing.
Yeah.
Do I think if people knew they could win a Sony Walkman if they completed it?
Yeah, I forgot about the Walkman.
Yeah, I think they probably would. I mean, what would be the equivalent today? Probably like a Microsoft Zune or something. You'd be like, ooh.
Sure.
You know, I think the right prize definitely would have motivated people.
I'd go out of my way for a Walkman, yeah.
Speaking of prizes and things that are cool, I want to tell you about our sponsors. This week we got Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop miniatures with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from, and you can do it all within your browser. Clayton and I both went on and designed our own little characters. They're fully colored, they're beautiful. Clayton uses his to play TTRPGs, and he uses mine kind of like a voodoo doll to torture me, but you know, I am in hell. And did you know that Hero Forge also does custom acrylic keychains and steel minis? 100% stainless steel, ideal for gamers looking for the retro feel of old school metal minis. They're textured finished with a rugged, high durable feel. They hold up really well in hell. You can also download the 3D files so you can print them yourself at home. There are so many options on the site to design characters. There's nothing you can't make. What are you waiting on? Go be creative and make something cool. Visit HeroForge.com to start designing your custom miniature and dice today, and check back often because new content is added every week. We love Hero Forge. Go check them out. That's HeroForge.com. Oh, look, I just got a text from Clayton, and he says to tell you, hey, are you still overpaying for wireless? Because you shouldn't be. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is to say no. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, no hidden fees, no BS. Here's why I said yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for only $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with your existing contacts. And you ditch overpriced wireless and their jaw-dropping monthly bills. So many unexpected overages and hidden fees. And again, plans starting at $15 a month at Mint. When we went independent a year ago, I needed a business line, and Mint, it's perfect. So whether you're using it as a business line like me or just for your personal cell phone, get Mint. They have amazing wireless service in comparison to some old providers I've used. Mint saves us so much money. So are you ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/GMFH. That's mintmobile.com/GMFH. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited new time customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. Hey, are you like me? Do you feel super busy, like you just don't have time to do anything? Especially in the fall where you're looking at the holidays, trying to get ahead and work. Well, that's why I love Factor. Factor is chef-prepped, dietitian-approved meals that make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious no matter how hectic the season gets. I love Factor because it's really, really good food that shows up ready for me to eat every week. And they have good choices like premium seafood, salmon, and shrimp. at no extra cost. Enjoy even more GLP-1 friendly meals and new Mediterranean diet options packed with proteins and good for you fats. And there's so many flavors. For the first time, you can try Asian inspired meals with flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. They're so good. More choices, better nutrition. That is why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. I may be dead and in hell, but hey, Factor makes me live a healthier afterlife. I love Factor. I use it because it just makes life easier and more delicious. I think you should too. Eat smart at factormeals.com/GMFH50OFF. What does that mean? That means you can use code GMFH50OFF to get 50% off your first box. Plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's crazy. An entire year. That's code GMFH50OFF at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box. Plus free breakfast for an entire year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription service. So, Zodiac Killer, you did have some of your ciphers cracked, right? I mean, how'd you feel about that?
Technically, you're published, if you think about it.
Published author.
It's true.
Yeah.
I felt good. I mean, again, that's what I wanted. I wanted people to solve it. And yeah, did it say, like, I'm a killer and I'm going to have a bunch of slaves and everyone I murder is my slave in the afterlife, which, I mean, we're here now. You see that's not true because I was playing a character.
Oh.
It was like, look, every story needs a villain. Every saga has a first step, other movie taglines. And it was just playing a part. I was happy. I was happy they solved it. I wish they'd solved more. There were actually 782 steps to get to that Walkman. So quite a few.
It was complicated.
How far, like progress-wise, did they make it to that Walkman?
7.
Oh.
So not good. Again, that's on me.
Less than 1%. It's hard. I mean, you're a thinker.
So I'm going to read this letter, okay?
Okay.
This is the Zodiac speaking. I'm rather unhappy because you people will not wear some nice thing in your... That's your logo. You have great branding.
Yeah. It's a good logo.
The logo we did, yeah, but not great ad reads. Go ahead.
Yeah, little Zodiac buttons. Were you trying to merchandise? Like, were you trying to sell the buttons?
No, it was still part of the same game. You ever seen, like, Christmas Story? You know how they have those Little Orphan Annie decoder pin? It's like a decoder pin. So, yeah, so if you got in the... Yeah, if you turned it, it would help. What's the rest of my letters say? Yeah, it's been a while. It's a nice trip down memory lane.
So now I have a little list, starting with the woman and her baby that I gave a rather interesting ride for a couple hours one evening a few months back that ended up in my burning her car where I found them. Burned a lady. I don't know.
A lot of clues in there.
Yeah.
A lot of clues.
Yeah. I got one right here. This is Zodiac speaking. Yada, yada, yada. San Francisco Bay Area. I shot a man sitting in a parked car with a 38. And then the logo again. The map coupled with this code will tell you where the bomb is set. So when you said bomb, was this a real bomb or was this like something else?
Like a revelation. Like,
Oh.
That's a neat little twist. The important number there is 38,
Oh.
That's a good clue. And you gave them a deadline that was pretty. You have until next fall to dig it up. So, I mean, you gave them ample time. You gave them a deadline.
The prizes weren't doing it, right? They weren't motivating people. So I said, how about a deadline? Sometimes people just need a deadline to get things done, right? A little self-imposed deadline. Yeah, I still didn't do it.
Some of these are kind of sad, though, because I'm reading one here, and it just says, this is Zodiac speaking. By the way, have you cracked the last cipher I sent you?
Yeah.
My name is, and then you gave another cipher. And at that point, are you just concerned that they're just kind of like ignoring you?
Yeah, it's coming off at a little...
Desperate.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Hindsight's 2020. I mean, at that point, I was pretty frustrated, guys. I'm going to be honest. You're not getting it. This is like releasing a patch for, I think, a game nowadays. I'm losing in Elden Ring too much. I got to patch it. So I was patching my murder spree, just make it a little bit easier to connect the dots. That's why I gave it up eventually. Eventually, I said, you know what? I just can't. This is stressing me out. Again, I'm not an auteur. I'm not going to play a violin by myself in a room or whatever. I need an audience. I need a concerto. I need people to enjoy and feel the joy that I was trying to create.
Of the puzzles.
Do you think you spread a lot of joy?
I think more than people would like to admit. Again, I think people get a little tunnel vision, but I mean, people are still solving it today.
The movie wasn't half bad. You scored RDJ, Jake Gyllenhaal. How was it being played by those guys?
That was a big get. Yeah, I honestly think the movie, pretty good job of focusing on the puzzles. A lot of anagrams.
Yeah.
Going back, though, to your voice work, your radio appearance, you sound so different than how you did in those. Like, why was that? Were you trying to modulate your voice to stay anonymous, or was it like some kind of on-air nerves?
A little bit of both. I'm a behind-the-curtain man. I'm a Wizard of Oz. I like to create the experience, but I don't necessarily like the limelight, and so public speaking, I don't know if there's anything scarier than public speaking, right? I think they do surveys. They say, are you more scared of getting murdered in a parking lot by a random man or public speaking? I think most people say public speaking.
To be fair, that may be the case for you, but you were the one murdering people in parking lots. So, like, you wouldn't have that fear, right?
Theoretically, before I committed my murder, another man could have pulled up and murdered me, and I was never afraid of that, for what it's worth. I was terrified of making those phone calls, but having a very plausible scenario where a second murderer, in fact, drove up just in time to murder me before I murdered.
That would have been a good twist.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Let me write that down.
So what's next? You know, you're down here in hell. You feel like that's justified. You did confess a lot to the murders.
A lot of murder.
I think everyone's a critic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, some of that's fair. And honestly, I think I'm here because the game was too difficult. That's how I feel. I feel like everyone is they go, too many ciphers, too many math. And they said, you're going here, and here I am.
So you're in hell for being too smart?
I wouldn't phrase it like that.
Well, how would you phrase it?
I think because if you add up the net joy I created, but the net frustration people had in not solving the things, like it probably stressed more people out than gave joy. If you did the overall the check the till.
Yeah. It's like that level in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES game where you're like swimming through electrified coral and there's bombs, and it's like no one has ever gotten through that. It's just a mess. It's a tangled mess of electrified coral and tangled mess of ciphers that make no sense.
Yeah. They're like the bike level in Battletoads.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. If you finished those things, if you got to the end, people had solved it, then you'd have been, worth it. But they didn't.
Yeah.
There's a whole rest of a game that no one ever played.
Story of my life.
I have a quick question, and really quick, recap. Late 1960s, we had the Zodiac killings, or the Zodiac puzzles and fun and games. Yes,
the clues.
Yeah, the Zodiac clues. Early 1970s, 71, we had D.B. Cooper, with this famous flight where he stole $200,000 and parachuted out. Any connections? Anything that you want to admit to, here on the show?
I can tell you, breaking news. I am not D.B. Cooper. However,
okay. All
right. He might have helped me collect some of the prize money for the end of the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you were working together then?
Yeah, we have multiple financiers. Yeah, it's not cheap to put on a scavenger hunt. I don't know if you've ever done one for even like a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of sunk costs.
It'll cost you an arm and a leg, or sometimes full bodies.
Yeah.
I want to know, Z, what you're up to nowadays in hell. But before we get to that, we have a couple questions from our audience. One was submitted by Perry at store.goodmorningfromhell.com when he bought some merch.
Oh, cool.
So Perry asks, Clayton, have you tried your measurements and shape with Bad Dragon in exchange for sponsorship?
Oh.
What is a Bad Dragon?
So Bad Dragon, I believe, is the dildo manufacturer. Where, they make crazy dragon penises and things like that.
Giant dildos.
Yeah, and funny enough, Perry, I have submitted, but they came back and they said no.
What?
But if he wants the specifics on my measurements, I'll let him know, but it is 14 inches.
Wait, 14 inches?
Circumference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the total girth of it. As far as length, it varies, based on the weather. But if it's hot down here, then I'd say like 1.5 inches.
So 14 inches wide.
Yeah. Think of it like a dinner plate or a bowl, but like kind of like a lower bowl.
Like a plole?
Yeah, like a plate bowl combination, Something you get from like a spaghetti warehouse that they put the chicken gnocchi in. That's about roughly the shape and size, yeah.
And this company would make a copy of that? A duplicate?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, yeah. And then they would sell it, and it would be a bestseller, I'm sure.
Well, I can tell you, that would be a way easier way to get a key in a butthole than what I've been doing.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
A lot of work behind the scenes, guys.
Yeah.
If anyone from Bad Dragon's listening, please take note.
Yeah.
Write that down.
There's the possibility, multiple brand opportunities here, not just with Good Morning from Hell, but the Zodiac Killer and his specialty key.
Oh, a key-shaped dildo?
Yeah, there's an audience for it out there, I'm sure.
That could unlock a lot of new clients.
Could be like a fun stocking stuffer for the holidays,
Could definitely stuff it. So thank you, Perry, for submitting that. And this is from our Patreon. JJ Uva asked, Clayton, how did you survive in heaven since you can't drink holy water and all all the drinks up there have holy water, even all the piss.
It was tough. I definitely was dehydrated for quite some time. It was a lot of trial and error as they tried to help build my resistance up to the holy water. Yeah, unfortunately, it just came down to them having to inject me with any fluid-like substances. Fecal matter cannot, in fact, be blessed. Let's just say I had a lot of chocolate milk there for a while.
Okay, so you found a liquid donor?
Of sorts, yeah. They tried multiple methods. It was crazy because they kept trying to give me nice things, but it was almost like that was the punishment. You know, what was actually able to get absorbed into my body was, you know, the diarrhea, the shit, the cum, you know, that kind of stuff. So,
so it's like whenever you have a blood transfusion, but it's just not the right type of blood, but except for instead of blood, it was shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're very highbrow.
There were actually a lot of clues that people didn't find in mine because you needed to put different, you know how like they have that magic ink? Like that, you know, reveals itself under different lights. I had one for each bodily fluid. So if you actually took one of those Zodiac printed puzzles and defecated on it, it would have showed you the map to a free Prius.
How would they have known to have done that, though?
This is like step 482, and you would have needed one of the butthole keys to even get it started.
So there was different, and every different, so there's poop, and there was pee, and then semen.
I don't want to spoil it all. I think you should just, next time you see, just give it a whirl, I say. Give it a try. Sandbox it.
Okay, all right. Clearly, game design was like a passion of yours. Were there any like inspirations or people that you think are like actually like by your metric that you approve and that you like?
Did you use the metric system?
Well, it depends on the puzzle.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm working on some new puzzles now here in Hell, and I've been drawing a lot of inspiration from Hideo Kojima. Looking at a lot of what Kojima-san's done with Death Stranding, and I don't know if you guys know this, there's a lot of just walking over open expanses here in Hell. So there's a lot of map puzzles, a lot of carrying stuff. Yeah, I'm a big fan. You know, it was a lot of my older stuff was a little more Shigeru Miyamoto, you know, key and lock Zelda with more butthole, and then now it's more walking, geographic kind of puzzles, coordinates, that kind of thing. So Clayton, I might actually get with you later because I'll be honest, I'm not quite understanding how coordinates work in Hell. Latitude, longitude, a little easier to understand up top. What is the breakdown here?
Yeah, it's mostly in increments of 6, and it kind of gets like a little confusing, especially when you start to add like the negatives. It's supposed to be designed to drive you mad and drive you insane. So wrapping your head around it is in fact impossible because it changes, you know, hour to hour.
And really, the best way I found to navigate is, you know, those old-timey navigation tools, the sextagram, except it's called a sixtagram, and it doesn't really work. It's really just points you the nearest 6.
Fortunately, I took a page out of your book, in fact, and I have a GPS tracker on Chris up his butthole and a house key in case he ever gets out and he needs to find his way home.
Yeah.
Of course.
You mentioned doing puzzles in Hell. Is that your full-time thing, or do you have a day job or eternal life job, or what?
I'll be honest, guys. I think I'm being punished here.
What? Really?
That's crazy.
They have me right now. I'm doing my new scavenger hunt on the side, but my kind of main commitment job is they got me doing just simple 1,000-piece puzzles, and there's always a few pieces short. I can't ever. There's always one edge piece missing, and they're usually all one color. And again, I think this is punishment for making my games too hard in the real world. They say you left people up top with a few pieces short of finishing the puzzle, and now that's what you're going to be doing the rest. You're always going to be unsatisfied the way you left those people unsatisfied.
I gotta say, that's not much different than folks in like a retirement home when they get like puzzles that are donated and they kind of are missing pieces. This sounds very relaxing, all things considered, for what you did. It sounds like disproportionate punishment.
I mean, there's technically pictures of my victims on the puzzle, but again, I'm like, you're focusing on the wrong part, guys, and it's actually really easy. It makes the puzzles easier sometimes because there's a very clear chalk outline or blood spill or what, you know.
Easy color,
Yeah, you want like bold color differences when you're trying to do it. I did a Lord of the Rings puzzle once, and all those posters are gray. And oh, what a nightmare that was. Oh, is this the falls with the statues, or is it Mount Doom? Spend a lifetime trying to figure that out.
Sounds like hell. Wow, man.
Yeah, that sounds rough. I don't have fingernails.
No, we take those off every morning. Yeah.
Okay, what did I do that was worse than the Zodiac Killer? I just want to know, like...
Well, Chris, I mean, it's not, he's got some pretty brutal punishments. That puzzle thing, for someone who is clearly so passionate about puzzles, that's tough, man.
Sounds like they get to do puzzles.
Yeah, but they don't get to finish them. That's rough. That's a punishment. And you know what you did. And also, Chris, I gotta say, for a show that's about bringing on famous guests, you're making it a lot about yourself right now. So let's focus on Z here.
It's tough, guys. It's not fun when the puzzle's 3 pieces short and they hand you a new puzzle and you're like, oh, I got to clear this old puzzle off the table, but it's not done. You're talking about torture. That's torture.
Do they let you take a photo of it or anything before they put it all?
No. They don't give you those little mats you can roll it up with, There's been a lot of advances in puzzle technology since my time, and I get none of them down here.
That's tough. I'm so sorry. That's really... God.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your sympathy.
You should feel bad for him, Chris. He's going through a lot.
I feel really bad.
Wow.
So your puzzles are never solved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have a chance now to talk. What would you say right now?
Yeah.
To people listening. Any hints?
Clear the air,
Well, look, I think I could probably give the final clue, which everyone's been waiting for, which would finally get you to those prizes, my real name. You guys haven't asked yet.
Oh,
yeah. No, we didn't ask you that, did we? Wow.
I can't believe, wow.
That sucks, man. We're out of time. So, dude, it's been super great having you on, Z.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah.
That was very eye-opening, very historic.
Yeah.
This is really good stuff.
What we do have time for is tell you to go to goodmorningfromhell.com, sign up.
Yep.
We're having a bunch of cool stuff in October, big specials and all that.
And if you want to be roasted, you can sign up for our Patreon. Once again, at goodmorningfromhell.com. You can submit a short descriptor about yourself, and we can roast you on the show. That's right. You pay us to roast you. It's fun. So do it. All right. Well, hey, again, thank you so much to our guest, the Zodiac Killer. Thanks for coming on, man. That was great.
No, seriously. My real name
Hail
is...
Clayton!
Thank you to Josh Flanagan, our good friend, for coming on. That's the Zodiac Killer. Josh, what have you been up to? Where can people find you?
I'm on the social medias at Josh the Flanagan. I directed my first movie, Pickleheads. It's premiering at the Austin Film Fest next month. It's got Zach Anner. Might have heard of him.
Never heard of him.
No.
A great cast, Harvey Guillen and John O'Hurley and a bunch of great, funny people. And then PBS show How Are We Today is out now, I believe. It's on the PBS app and a lot of your local affiliates.
All right.
I'm just glad we had you on, Josh, my mentor, Josh Flanagan.
But yeah, everyone go check out. Go just search for Pickleheads. I'm sure that some promotional material or trailer and stuff will be out. And How Are We Today on the PBS app.
A lot of friends that are on that one as well.
And we're going to go talk about why we're going to hell. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.